Mum's text me. There we go.
What, your fans are already messaging?
Yeah, because we're 8 minutes late, Brian.
Mate, you know you're big when you are getting fans messaging you.
Yeah.
Saying like, come on, where are you? You know you've hit it big. Do you know what I mean? When people are sat waiting for the show.
I think we're now live, ladies and gents.
Beautiful. Do we think it's actually going to work for an entire live call?
It does normally.
Last time it split into two.
Oh.
We in? We on?
We're in. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. As if you've gone straight for the drink. Unbelievable.
Hey.
So have we got people? Do we think we've got people on? Oh, it looks like we've got 4 people already watching.
See, people were waiting, Brian.
Literally waiting. Well, then I think obviously you two, need to apologise to your followers for making them wait. Obviously, I was sat here very prepared, waiting. And you two, obviously out for a walk. You both turned up very late to this session. But I'm sure they'll accept your apology. And if anyone knows us three well, then they'll know that's absolute rubbish, and it's obviously me that was late. But I think we've got people coming on now, and there's like 7 people watching. So I guess we'll crack on. So what's this one about then? So we thought we'd get together again, or I'll get you two back together, just as a bit of a follow-up to some little charity thing that you did over the weekend, if your headwear has got anything to go by. Obviously, we had a very big day on Saturday, and I thought it was quite important to get you both back together again. Like we did a little bit last time, just kind of have a bit of a talk through how the day went, any fun bits. Again, as always, it's just to kind of share your story, really, isn't it, with people who are watching and people who are following. Obviously, I'm sure there'll be some thank yous along the way as well. But I think most importantly, talk me through your days. Obviously, Dad, had a chance to come and watch it firsthand and take as many photos for future reference as I possibly could. And Vicky, I was able to watch yours back afterwards. But I'm going to hand it over to you guys really a little bit to find out how did your days go? Vicky, do you want to start us off? Because obviously down south as such, a bit, we weren't there with you, but we got the chance to watch the video back. How did you go?
So I was, do you know what? The week leading up to it, I wasn't, so anyone that knows me knows that I'm not really fazed by much. I'll pretty much, within reason, do anything for a bit of a laugh. So when we came up with this challenge, I thought, just have to sing a few songs, do a bit of walking, and I'll be fine. So kind of listened to the songs all week. Thought I knew like most of them, a couple that I'd had to like use my phone for. So my flatmate Kirsty said that she would come along with me, bless her. She was top sound woman and top camera woman. So we set off I think we left ours about 10.
It was like a production, can I just say? Like, from watching the video, it was like a full-on production. There's me and Dad with a Bluetooth speaker and a phone and Sue trying to hold it at arm's length, and you've got a full-on production going on.
So Kirsty actually had the Bluetooth. So I've got like my Bluetooth speaker is a little bit bigger than the one that you guys used. So Kirsty had it between her legs while she was filming. So she had full hands movement. So worked really well. So we set off. We left here about 10. Got to Upton Country Park, and then I got out the car, obviously with my little headband on. And as we were walking through the car park, some little boy turned around to his mum and was like, "Mummy, why is there a monster?" Brilliant. So
as if you got called a monster.
I know.
I mean, you hadn't even had a drink or anything.
No, do you know what? I did this sober as well. Like, I should get an extra 10 points for that. So yeah, so it was just, I was super nervous, which you could probably tell in the first few videos. All of a sudden, when I had, so originally we thought I had to walk and sing. So then we were trying to get, like Kirsty was trying to walk alongside me whilst I was singing. And then I was like, well, this isn't working. So I quickly rang Brian and was like, Brian, are you walking and singing or are you stopping? And he was like, no, I'm stopping. So then we had to refilm the first one. But yeah, and then just went.
I want that outtake. We've got to play that at some point, surely.
So yeah, and then we just, bless her, she did the whole lot with me. I think as it went on, you could probably tell in the videos, I probably got a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, to begin with, it was like so out of my comfort zone, not something that I would ever do again in a million years. But the weather held out for us, so we didn't, it was a little bit of rain on some bits, but yeah. And then my auntie came and met me after, actually. So she asked me to ring her when we were almost done, and she came and met us with a bottle of Prosecco, which I'm now drinking. Thank you.
Hey,
So, yeah.
fantastic.
Cool.
Mm.
I mean, you definitely could tell that you got more confident as you went along.
Yeah.
My favourite, if no one has seen it yet, my favourite definitely is Barbie Girl, where you play both parts. And visually show that by making sure that the glasses go down when you turn into the male part.
Into Ken, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, definitely my favourite part. Was there a story about, were you stood on a bridge or you were stood on a pathway? Or...
Yeah, so this is like a story that's like a bit, it always gets told.
That a little bit, but I saw a comment about that.
Yeah, so it's a story that always gets told about my, so I mean, my mum, if she's watching, will probably correct me, but I think it was before we moved to Peterborough. So I think it was my brother. So he must have been super young. I don't even know if I was born yet. So mum always used to go to Marks and Spencer's to go shopping. And obviously as kids, Marks and Spencer's is the most boring shop in the whole entire world. There's no toys in there. They don't have music. I remember sitting outside Marks and Spencer's for an hour with Dad while she was in there doing her thing. So apparently they went walking around Upton Country Park one day with my brother, and as they were walking along this boardwalk that, unbeknown to me, I stood and did YMCA on, my brother turned around to my mum and said, "This is worse than Marks and Spencer's."
Oh.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So charm runs in the family, is what you're saying.
Most charming people ever, us Pines.
And Dad, what about you? Obviously, I was there and saw parts or near enough most of it as such. But what was your take on the day? How did you feel from doing it?
Well, I guess I was pretty nervous during the week. Spent a lot of listening to the 10 songs. I was fortunate that some of the family rescued me with songs that I've sung in the past occasionally. So I probably had 3 or 4 maybe that I was fairly comfortable with. And then the others were just Star Spangled Banner. My God, that was really tough. Really tough.
I'm sure it brought a tear to the Americans' families' eyes to hear it.
It may have done.
I mean, I was crying for a whole different reason when I was watching it, but it definitely would have brought a tear to their eye.
Well, the truth is that Maxine, bless her, our biggest financial supporter, offered us £10 for us to sing that, and when she listened to both videos, she paid us £50. So,
oh well, there's a return.
She must have loved it.
Yes.
Or maybe she paid us not to sing it again. Maybe.
Maybe.
Either way, every penny counts. We'll take it.
Exactly. So yeah, we did something a little bit different. We plotted a route, so we knew where the 10 singing points were, and then we advertised it on Salt Tree's Facebook page Saturday morning. So there were some locations where people obviously knew we were coming or were walking by. So it seemed to work quite well. We had You'll Never Walk Alone was raucous, probably is the right word, but we got through it. And probably my favourite was Little Old Wine Drinker Me. That was I think the 9th song, because the background story to that is Vince, who worked for me for many years, and I'm going back maybe 20, 30 years now. When we were in town, we used to go to a bar in Battersea called The Kitchen, and they were a big supporter of Dean Martin. So if you were having a beer in there, there was always Dean Martin songs on in the background. And whenever Little Old Wine Drinker Me came on, instead of the entire pub singing Tennessee, they would sing Battersea. And obviously, Brian, I briefed you to sing Battersea for me. And at the end
on
of the
cue,
first chorus,
I was perfect.
You went missing. You missed the first chorus completely.
If the people haven't seen the video, they'll never know. I was perfect.
Honestly, I'm going to get that video cut and pasted, and it's going to be one video on its own. But no,
I've never heard it, that song. It's so old. I haven't heard it. I don't know.
You running in the background of your dad's songs was probably like my favourite thing.
I recovered, though. I think I recovered. Like, the look I got when I missed it first time, I weren't missing it the second time. Let's put it that way.
And again, bids £2 to hear it, paid 20. Thank you, Vince. Nice. Well done. Well done.
Look, to be fair, like we, I don't know about you guys. Obviously, in the idea, it's all a bit of fun, but it's not something that I don't think I would do. It's quite, for me, it was quite scary just to see you guys doing it, let alone actually being out there and singing and singing, getting involved as such. Because there were people watching. I don't know about Vicky if there was people around, but we were walking and people would stop. I popped into the top shops on the way, the post office, and they were talking about Dad as he was walking past, as in they'd seen him and went, oh, that's the guy who's doing the charity walk today. He's trying to raise money as such, and I think he's got a sing or something like that. We'll have to go and have a look. And there was people out like looking and watching that, and that's got to be nerve-wracking for you guys. So yeah, I don't think I would have done it. So look, I think from me, and I think it was my wife that may have suggested it.
It was.
Which is obviously why I picked her as a wife, because she's got the same humour as me. I think massive praise goes to you guys. I think to get up and do it takes big cojones. So well done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But ultimately, it was to try and raise a little bit of money. Obviously, you're doing your challenge. That's the core of all of this. But we tried to put a twist on it this time around to see if we can raise a little bit of money. Obviously, for our charity Give Back Peterborough. And although I don't have it now, I'm aware that we've had quite a good turnout in regards to some people donating some money. I don't know, do any of you know where we're at the moment in regards to what we've raised so far?
Yeah, we're at the total is at £915. But for the day, we had £160 bid, if that's the right word, or proposed for the various songs. But we actually got in just over £300, which was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And I mean, I think everyone says it when they talk about charity and works and things that people are looking to raise money for, but that money really does make a massive difference. Obviously, looking at the stuff that Give Back Peterborough do, and speaking to the ladies obviously that run it as such, that really is going to make a difference for people across Peterborough. So you two should be really proud of the work that you guys have done, and also the people watching, the people who are donating. More importantly, it was all for a little bit of fun, but you've donated to a cause that's going to really make a difference. So I know from me, and I'm not talking on behalf of you guys, but I'm sure there's a massive thank you for everyone who's donated so far,
Absolutely.
especially for that weekend as well.
Yeah.
I think like neither of us, when we said that we would do this, I don't think either of us ever expected to get the response that we did, because, you know, without stating the obvious, neither of us can sing, obviously. So the fact that people paid over, you know, we raised over £300 for people to watch us sing into a camera, not that great, was just amazing. And I think, you know, the amount that people were only meant to donate £2 a song, and then, you know, we have people donating like £25, and then obviously Maxine, who donated £50 after she's watched the 2 videos. It's just incredible, just for us to sing, you know, walking around dressed in American costumes, singing into a phone. It's just, yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree. Massive thanks to the amount. Just the day was such a buzz, and knowing that everybody was behind us. And that's what, actually, the steps, you do the steps because people are behind you and support you. That's what it's, you know, on a low, or when you don't want to get up and go, you get up and go because of the support. I think Tottenham just scored.
Yeah, so Tottenham just scored.
I shouldn't celebrate yet because I haven't seen if VAR's happening.
Where's VAR? Get VAR!
I don't know. If it's not, I'm kicking off. This is over. Monitor's gone.
Yeah.
Look, all seriousness, we talked a little bit about steps there as well, actually. So that's the core basis of what we're doing. It's about keeping you going, doing your 10k steps a day. So kind of where are we at then? Because we restarted. What day are you at on the second cycle now then?
So the second cycle today is day 45, and we did 143 days in the first cycle. So this is day 188.
Wow.
Which is
half the year done.
Yeah.
Half a year done.
You know?
I think we maybe missed half the year because we were too busy worrying about what we were trying to sing at the weekend.
Yeah.
I think it was actually last week that it would have been, we'd done the 6 months, but
yeah,
didn't even realise.
It passed us by. I think it was either Thursday or Friday, wasn't it? We were so focused on words and just getting ready really for the day.
But remember, that's at the core of this. It was about getting you doing your steps, hitting that target, and whatever keeps your mind focused on keeping you going every day. It's a bonus. So, and in turn, you know, not to rush ahead, but we've gone past your big major Saturday for July. Thoughts, I guess, turn to August. And the first Saturday of August, have you got any plans as of yet? Have you given it any thought, or are we now looking for creative ideas from the followers as such?
Well, I think we've kind of had a little bit of a thought that maybe me and Brian go head to head. So we do a challenge that, I don't know what this is yet. I haven't had a chance to think about it, but so any suggestions would be welcome. So whatever it is, so because both of us are obviously competitive. This would never have started if we weren't competitive people. So the only thing I probably don't want to do is who can do the most steps, because we kind of did that in June with the 20,000 steps. But something that we would have to do, or like, I don't know, how many times do you flip a pancake whilst you're walking? Something along those lines that we go head to head on, and whoever loses has to donate money into the GoFundMe page.
I like it.
I'm up for that.
So I think the theme will be #Team Scully versus #Team Piney.
Yeah.
And the winner will come out, and maybe we'll get a little bit of competition going between your followers on you know who they think is going to win, whatever the competition will be. And let's put it to the followers. Obviously, you put it up in your post. Let's see if they can come up with some creative ideas around what kind of the competition could be. My initial thought is maybe some sort of school Olympics, like you would have done at school. Maybe some kind of every 1,000 steps is some kind of, I don't know,
beanbag race, or like the
egg and spoon race within a 50-yard. Who can do it the quickest, or who could hula hoop for the longest? I don't know. We can get creative with what the challenges are. But I think your followers are pretty creative with their gifts, so I'm pretty sure they'll get creative with some of the challenges we can include in that. But let's put it to them, put them on your post, and let's bring it back and see what they come up with.
Sack race. That's what I was looking for. Thanks, Lauren.
Your followers are even helping you now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lauren.
I guess, like from my viewpoint, you messaged me earlier today as well. So I don't think I've got anything other to cover. I think we've covered the weekend. I think we've covered how you guys have been doing. Good little update for everyone. The only one thing I've got, and I haven't actually spoken to you offline about this, but I'm going to go for it because you messaged me today. You messaged me saying that you had been hounded by the newspapers, a particular newspaper in Peterborough, and I wanted to understand what this is. And if you now say it was a joke, then it's this whole bit has failed miserably. Or you say, actually, there's something to this.
Actually, there's something to this.
Okay, what's the story?
The day I was interviewed by a reporter from the Peterborough Telegraph who saw a link for our walk on Saturday, the story on Saturday. We spent 15 minutes on the phone just talking really back to day one, to the backstory, how we got here, what it was all about. She said she thought it was a fantastic community story. She will need to present it to an editor, so it's not kind of guaranteed right now. But I provided photographs, both videos, the GoFundMe page, and if it goes live, it will be in print and on their website, and they'll promote the charity page, our link, on both. So it would be fantastic if we could get some additional support from that media. It'd be amazing.
Well, that's just crazy. Let alone,
did you ever think? Did you ever think when we were sat in that pub in London in November that we'd be sat here in July saying that a local newspaper has contacted us about walking 10,000 steps a day?
That's beyond crazy. Like, I knew one day us three would end up in the newspaper, but it wouldn't be for this reason. I thought it would be for something completely different. But how proud should we be? Or how proud should you guys be? I mean, I just come along and chat every so often. I'm getting a freebie on this ride. But that's amazing. Like, if that comes off, that would be wicked. And again, to the point, it would really help probably with the GoFundMe page, getting that story out there. And you never know, we might have more people want to donate to this cause.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we started out with the small mindset of, I mean, it wasn't even an idea to raise money to start off with, and then it turned into, well, maybe we can raise a couple £100. It'd be nice. It'd be lovely to go towards that. The fact it's already at £900 odd, or £915, I think you said, is crazy for me. And we're not even halfway of this second challenge yet.
No.
So
we're like a month away from being halfway.
Yeah. So we've got 3 months left. So that's a long time for us. It's a lot of walking, actually.
My legs are starting to
hurt. Only now. God. But yeah, look, if it keeps you guys going, because that's what we always got to remember, that's the core of the challenge. Yeah. There's no day rest. You've got to keep going, 10K every day. But if we can raise some money whilst we do it and have a little bit of fun, then why not?
Agreed.
So it sounds like you've had fun. Sounds like it's been a good update, good progress made so far. Any more updates from you guys that you think we haven't covered? Dad, from you?
I've just got one thing. Vicky is committed to sing again on Saturday with her friend. So she's going to be singing Bet on It from High School Musical 2 with her friend Chloe.
Oh yeah.
And if I can get a video recording of them singing together, I'll donate £20 to the fund.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just inquire here a second.
Yeah.
Because first time round, it was walking, it was in the public, it was during the day. Why do I have a feeling this second time is more evening and drink related?
I mean, we're having a Prosecco lunch, so it'll be done at like 4 o'clock.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's a deal. You've got to do it. Let's get the video up. That's another £20 we can get in the fund. And if we get that that video, I think it has to go up on one of the posts. It can't just be for Dad. It has to be for all our followers.
Of course.
I'm sure they all want to have a look and have a laugh at that as well. But yeah, enjoy your sing along. That'll be fun.
Excuse me, have a laugh at professional singer. Thank you. Me and Chloe
Come
are
on,
in rehearsals. Oh, she's waiting in the garden. We've got a rehearsal as we speak. So this is going to be
Okay,
polished,
then.
this one, tell you.
I bet. And what about you, Vicky? Any more updates from you? Anything to cover?
No, I don't think, apart from obviously me and Chloe singing on Saturday, that's about it.
Cool. Well, I've only got one last thing for you guys, and that's to say that if we can, I know we're at 9:15, possibly 9:35 with that. If we can hit the 1,000 mark, and if we can get that done at any point in the near future, I've already spoken with the company that I work for, BGL Group, and they are willing to match that £1,000, which means we immediately overnight jump up to £2,000. So I didn't share it with you guys before this video because I wanted that reaction and to see it. And all we need to do is hit that magic 1,000 figure. And the moment we do that, I can put through the submission. It's already been discussed. It might take a little bit of time for us to do the paperwork to get it through, but they're going to match it, and we'll be at £2,000. What do you say to that?
I don't even know. That's just incredible. Like incredible.
And that's all just through your work. It's through you guys, what you're doing. I think you might say that it might be a little bit of a laugh and have a bit of fun on the walking and things like that, but that money's really making a huge difference. And it's through your work. It's just you two. So amazing. You should be proud. And like I said, we've got a little bit to go. I want to hit that £1,000 mark first and foremost. So if there's anyone watching who could, give us a little bit more just to reach that £1,000, then let's go for it. The moment we smash that, we'll get that donation from BGL Group, and we'll make sure that we hit that 2,000 mark, and then we'll set ourselves, I think, a new target to see what we can maybe push on to.
Whew. BGL's still a great place to work.
Hashtag.
Hashtag
Great place to work.
That's amazing.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm a bit speechless, really. I don't know what to say. It's just fantastic.
So look, it's been a great catch up, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep up doing the 10K steps every day. It's all fun and jokes and everything, but you got to hit that 10K every day. That's the deal. But enjoy it, have fun. All the followers. I mean, just really quickly, we got Janny P, Kirsty Bolt, Chloe Cappard.
That's Chloe who's singing with me on Saturday.
Super Shodney, Lauren Pine, Lorna's on there. Obviously, massive shout out to Lorna and Mum as well. They were helping out, obviously.
Oh yeah, and Lorna for editing the videos. Thank you. And our technical
the videos
lady.
are quality.
Yeah, just technical all round lady. You're amazing. Thank you.
and a load of followers that actually I haven't seen so much on some of your others before, some other names that look like they're getting involved. Some people from my pages and your pages, haven't seen them message before, but they're watching and they're getting involved. So look,
Great.
it's getting bigger and bigger. Let's keep going. Let's keep smashing it. I'll kind of look forward to seeing your updates as you move forward, and we'll catch up again whenever we can.
Great. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thanks.
Great night. Well done.
All right.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Peace.
Bye.